Gotta make sure this is working. If it has some odd issues with this, welcome to Fortnite, by the way. Yeah, made a weird noise. Okay, that is working. Welcome back to Fortnite with Sephiroth TX for other kind of Fortnite and chill session. We're going to be hopping into reloads this time, which allows us into another part of session. Oh, I haven't seen yesterday's shop. Is that a werewolf? Hello, stop. Furry? What the heck is that? Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm going to get her. I happen to just save up enough money. So there goes most of my money. But hell the fuck yes, that is a hot furry costume. Ah shit, I really hate or they're doing with organization this season. What's it say on her actually? It has this ooh, she's heterochromia. I don't know if I should keep the glasses on or not. I'm not gonna keep the glasses. It has a backpack that is one of those clear backpacks you have to take to schools. So then you're not bringing weapons because we can't, for the fuck's sake, do anything about the weapons. I must live in Texas. I'll be around you, Val. We've got a wolf claw light stick. Put your paws to the sky and make them glow. Everything you need for a full festival day. Some kind of festival. Furriest fan in the crowd. Furriest fan of what? Okay. Or her glider. Moonriot. Do that. Is there a blue version? Oh, it even blew it. This is blue, black and blue, red and blue, gradient. Okay. Put that one. I'll go ahead and keep that. What you doing, littles? In fact, if I was to do this, then ladder up, I'd have half the stuff I think already filled of what I need. Reset her backling and her weird pickaxe, honestly. I'd rather have the claws, whatever. We'll just use her pickaxe this time. Why is it pausing? I can say. I can say. So randomize that one. God, I hate this. Randomize that one. That one. Randomize that one. This. So that is that. Do that one. It's on the same line. Usually, my rule, unless it's been on the same line. Yeah, show the good one. Not gonna show the good one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing up there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. So, okay, I'll let her keep that one. This one, of course, is the wolf one, so we'll keep this one. That's kind of weird. It looks kind of weird coming off. Right up. I like that one. It is that time of year. Okay, we'll do that. That's cute. And take forever to reload. Okay, she's pink and white, white and pink. Say mostly pink with some white. She like seems light pink. Go ahead and load that up as her weapon. Right, pink with some white, some pink. Pontiac, by the way, one of the ones that just recently came from the other game. Really quiet all of a sudden. That's weird. Yeah. And randomize this stuff. Where'd it go? Her name is Wolfie, which is the name, the fake name of the dog off Terminator. How's Wolfie? Terminator 2, sorry. Okay, I got distracted from the shop. Let's see what else is in the shop. We got her. Lion sandpaws. Huh. Let's see what they look like. I don't buy them. They're one of the more unique ones that are kind of cool. Cool. Got that Russian stuck in my head. Oh, they now have the. I could get Frostwing for 800 V-Bucks. I might do that later. I don't know. I already own Icicle. I own Deadwave, and I own Diamond Hounds. I bought them all last. Don't know who Zaban is. The Zepson, some Fortniter, I'm sure. But this would give me Make It Rain and Frostwing for 800 V-Bucks instead of 2,000. I'm not like a huge Make It Rain fan. It's cool, I guess. But Frostwing's definitely worth more than 800. He's the frozen version of the other person, the fire one I have. Scooby Doo's back. My hero. What's that noise? I don't know. And my cat snoring over on the couch. Cool outfits on here. I'm still here if you want some really weird looking ones. Some Adidas JS wings. Huh. Crocs. I've lost my Crocs. I don't know how my Crocs get lost every days. I swear I put them in the same place. They just wander off. Valkyrie from Chapter 1, and Magnus, and Jaeger, and Vera. Ong is back. I was near the Chinese festival time. Mr. Savage's bundle. What's his name coming out? And a Persian stuff to have a suit coming out soon. Skyline. Okay, with that, why does it say I have something new? Anyway, we save her. So with that, we're going into the quests for reload. Yesterday we did Blitz, today we did reload. We'll also be talking about certain things. I like to chat about the realities we know that are attached to Fortnite, thanks to Zero thing. But we can also talk about whatever. I don't really have much news to talk about other than the usual stuff that's been happening the past few days. I don't think anything huge is happening. I mean, if you look at the news, it's still the race troopers with ICE kidnapping people because they're not white. They just kidnapped a black guy who was Somalian because he didn't have his ID on him. They had no warrant. They had no right. They just picked him up off the street. Um, so things like that are happening. Trump is continuously showing how incompetent he is while handling causing a war and bombing random boats and pretending he's doing good. Stuff like that has happened. Nothing too big and nothing like new. Nothing that we haven't talked about before. And same with the entertainment. There are a lot of good movies out right now. Five Nights at Freddy's, Zootopia 2. I think that the Grabber movie, Black Phone 2, may already be out of theaters, but I just don't have the money. And I mean, if by the way, guys, I am a writer. I have a book for sale, two books for sale, By the Moon and By the Ancient. They're series. I would like to get the third one up right now, just don't have no money to do anything with it. I'm kind of tight on money. I've been without a job for like 3 months now almost. And I am now down to 200 bucks in my bank. I stretched out my last paycheck as far as it can go with the bills I pay and whatnot. So if y'all want to support me, please go check out those two books. Those two books don't pay me a lot, but they pay me a little. And if a bunch of y'all check it out, it's an okay amount of money, at least to buy a burger or something. But let's go ahead first. Head into. Oh, hold on, I have the text. Okay. I thought they were telling me today. Is like today is not the 11th. I have a interview tomorrow. Hopefully, that does something. I don't know exactly what this was for, honestly. Put out so much. Let's see. Go back here. Go back. So go back to G. Oh, that's that one. Okay, back to what we're doing here. Well, I also lost. No, I don't place it. We are going to hit Facebook real quick because I took a bunch of notes the other day. We're just going to talk about realities. My chat on my thing here that I control it with will be closed, but I should see your chat up on the screen if I don't pay attention to y'all. Assume I missed you and feel free to chat like 3 minutes later. Because it's about the same thing. Put a times 2 next to it, so or times 3, so I know it's like the second or third time you try to contact me. So this is reload. Why is it saying I still have new things? Okay. And reload is a mixture of maps that you fight on. And in reload, you can respawn up to 3 times up until the final um, circles, which will turn off the respawn. There's a new map called Fun Surf City. We have 3 current maps: Ventura, Oasis, and Surf City. Ventura is sort of like, and we also have Slurp Rush, which appears to be only in ranked. Ranked appears to have Surf City, Oasis, and Slurp Rush. So Ventura is sort of like a regular island. Oasis is a desert, a mixture of desert theme islands. And Surf City, as far as I can tell, because I haven't been in here yet, is a mixture of this island that we're currently on. And we'll be this lady for a bit. Taking a minute here. Why not start while we're doing this? So these are the known and numbered realities in Fortnite. This isn't the complete list because we don't have some realities numbered. Like we didn't have the original Simpsons reality numbered yet. We don't have a direct connection to them. The island was a separate reality. And there's a few realities in here that are a little confusing and maybe related to other realities. The first reality we will talk about is Reality Zero. This was the center reality of everything for a while. Its existence is tenuous. In the timeline we're currently in, Reality Zero technically doesn't exist because it was a version of Reality Zero that was destroyed by time travel and the Big Bang number 3. But Reality Zero still exists in other places, including the original Reality Zero. So original Reality Zero isn't the reality we destroyed. It's a reality we ran away from and then changed time on and created a new reality. Reality Zero was where the 0 point existed, and still technically exists in some timelines, where the Big Bang happened, and where all the stuff went down. You know what? Just Go over to fossil fields, whatever. We've been in this map before. Welcome to Oasis, the desert. The Oasis is like some of the desert places of different islands placed together and then rebuilt by their society. For example, Paradise Palms from Chapter 1 is here. We're going to do a fancy dinosaur exhibit, which did not exist in any maps, technically. But... oh, I forgot this is a blitz. I don't land with weapons. I gotta be careful. Yeah, I heard it. Someone was behind me. The good news is if you die, you do get like a great assault. Some XP. So yeah, Zero, the original Zero went from Chapter 1. The islands in the original Zero were all the way from Chapter 1 to Chapter 4. In Chapter 1, when the black hole happened, it technically kind of swallowed Zero and then reformed the island in the black hole. I think I want to change. Oh, yeah, we'll go ahead and take a shotgun. Okay, let's reload. No reload. No reload. Okay. So yeah, in Chapter 1, while it was reset using the black hole event, it was still technically Reality Zero. In Chapter 2 and 3, it was the same island, still in Reality Zero. In Chapter 4, while Zero Point did relocate and the island was in a different area, it was still in the same universe, still Reality Zero. In the original Reality Zero, the 0 Point went dormant, causing some kind of universal threat. Either that was going to collapse reality, and maybe that reality has collapsed. We just don't have any guarantee on that. Maybe it just made it weaker for other people to exploit. We don't know exactly what the problem was. We just know there was a problem. We'll get on to where we were at in a minute. Hold on, sorry. I don't know if I know I've won these before. Pretty sure I have a reload map. I mean, umbrella somewhere. Is there a reload umbrella? There isn't, is there? I'm thinking the OG umbrella. 22 people left. Yeah. K-pop Demon Hunter kicked my booty. Okay, let's slide a bit here. I'm supposed to be sliding, apparently. $720 feet of siding. So anyway, there's some issue that goes on, and we leave Reality Zero. The thing is, when we time travel out of Reality Zero, because of both Kato Thorne's meddlings and Jonesy's meddlings in this other timeline, we're no longer in Reality Zero. So that's in what we see Reality Zero. Last time we see the original Reality Zero, it is under the control of Kato Thorne on the 4th island, and the 0 point has gone dormant. 4th place. I don't think we finished anything, but let's go back and see if we got any like level up or dailies done. Since I'm not paying attention to the dailies. Ah, we did get some passes. There we go. For her blue dress. Unfortunately, it did the thing I'm not a big fan of in Fortnite, where it released the secondary color first on the glider, which is dumb. Leave it to the Blitz reality. Give that the second color. Don't give it the first color, because we don't have anything that matches the first outfit, which is pink and white. So the first version color of the glider is inside the hidden like extra costumes over there. Do I have anything down here? I do. Huge screen. I don't know this lady much, but I will say that this outfit kind of reminds me of. Did I just equip that? The outfit kind of reminds me of Psylocke's outfit off Marvel, especially the ones that you see here in Fortnite and over in Marvel Rivals, which I haven't played in forever. Overtook Overwatch and then really haven't played it much. I have money to keep up the battle pass on all these anyway. Let's see here. Mastery. That was Oasis. Got 11 kills there. And still working on all these. So that's not true. I got it all. We're going to Surf City, it looks like, maybe. The next reality we're going to talk about is UN-1. That's a really easy reality. That's this reality, the one I'm sitting in, the one I'm playing Fortnite in. Is reality UN-1. It is our reality, assuming you're from this reality and not watching me through a different reality. If you are, then I know what reality you are. The UN-1 is this one, the one where Trump is president of the U.S., unfortunately. And it's Christmas time here. And I am talking to you over a speaker while playing Fortnite. That is UN-1. Now, things have come in and out of UN-1, indicating that it is connected to the rest of the Fortnite verse, including Turburger and Drift. Drift, the one who is part of the Fox Clan and one of their leaders pretty much now, is from UN-1. He's officially from our world. Limbo is a mysterious, unofficial, and questionably canon reality. This was a reality that was created around the time of Save the World, long before Battle Royale. This would be a kind of hub world that you'd go to if you died, waited to, and got pulled back out, sort of like the Gulag, but within only Save the World. Limbo would be this empty, desolate, broken world of pieces of the real world, and could have been related to the last reality, but it was scrapped. That said, we don't know if it is a canon place or not. So I have not been to this island, other than as a smaller version of the current LA island. Currently, there is Sweaty Shores, which is a play off Sweaty Shores from Chapter 2. Kashmir Cliffs, I don't know much of. Battlewood Boulevard would be Battlewood. Divey Dam. Kind of like the dam off Chapter 2. You watch the water coming off of it? I don't know. And Sus Studios, which is from Chapter 7. The reloads are always like a mixture of different chapter islands. This one's... Get out of the trash, lady. This one's more or less themed to the current island, but it does contain some other island pieces on it. Can I please get some... Ooh, hello. Time to splurge all over myself. Sorry, fizz all over myself. Forgot it was called fizz. Fizzing everywhere. Fizz it on me. Fizz it on my dog. Well, I honestly did not mean to do that, and I need to go back down there and grab some items. But that was cool on accident. Where are you going? You're in the storm. What's that noise? This is Divey Dam. This is a dam. Oh, it's like the electric area from Island 6. Hey, look, someone else had one of these. Oh, actually coming down on us. Only here. But these are all trucks, but they're not slurp trucks. They do carry the radioactive symbol on them. I wonder what they're carrying. I don't think gasoline's radioactive as far as I'm aware. I need to land at knowing locations is my next. Shot at me over here. Sorry, Mikey. Let me out the darn window. Why can't I vault out that window? Excuse me and my throat. I really like this skin. They always do good with the furry skins on this game, honestly. This one's super cute. I like the loafy pants. Back here, lady. Oh, cheap. Ew. Oh, there's a wonky land over here. What is this area called? Sweaty Shores. This is Sweaty Shores, but there's definitely a wonky land reference here. Why would you say this late down the storm? It's not a named location. You go land at Sweaty Shores. Yeah, gonna get close enough to it. Oh, I haven't heard, but okay. Pull up on stuff. I have left. Four left. Darn. Oh, if he's smart, he would have attacked Homer there. So I finish some stuff. Daily bonus play done. Ooh. No, I couldn't read what I wrote there. I wrote G.I. all run together. Oh yeah, I had fun. Okay, we'll go back into our randomize. Still broken on the that, by the way. What we got here? We get anything done? Get a few things done. Damage player single match. If there's shield, I need to focus on landing in name location. That's my main right now. And then travel distance while sliding. That'll be my second. Marty is fab. That was so weird. So our next reality we're going to talk about is 10155. Reality is not known much. It is the G.I. Joe, which I ran together, looked like it's a eel or something like that. Reality that the Snake Eyes in the Loop was from. Now, G.I. Joe, different series, comic books, cartoon, video games, all different universes. We don't know what universe 0155 is. We just know Snake Eyes is from that universe. We also know that there's an extremely loud universe, according to we got randoms. According to Jonesy, who went there and said his hearing was shot because of all the lasers. Listen to the bass rattle.
Don't have a good day. Have a great day.
Okay, we are now in the one that's like a mixture of chapter 1 and a few. We'll go over to retail. This is the furthest we can go and still land in a named area. See, this one has Retail Road, Tilted Tower. Dusty Docks is more of a chapter 2 thing, but you get it. It's a mixture of pretty much the first 2 islands, mostly the first island. There's even this thing here, which is the hillside from chapter 1. People used to love to land on. Cliffside? I wouldn't even call that a mountain. Like a bunch of cliffs stacked on top of each other. If y'all want to name whatever that is, feel free. I think I might survive that. Yeah. Broke a toe. I'm okay. Retail Row lives on inside this area. I really like this gun. It's serving me well. It is a hammer assault rifle. I really wish Fortnite would get their booties onto fixing simple issues like the loadout issues. I mean, honestly, they're not tough issues. is it so dark in here? Oh, because it's chapter 1 and they had no natural lighting. Ha. How did I get an 89 damn? Oh, I broke my toe while jumping down. That's right. To the kill me. Oh, shield for me. Pretty. Like that. I'm very drunk about. Let's see. In Reality 1987 is a really little known jungle themed reality. The only thing we really know about this reality is it was full of snakes and quote unquote weird predators, and that it was the home of Maeve, one of the lady who could change for like Valkyrie wings and Dark Tales from Chapter 2 during the Hunter season. Oh, boo. He had 1 HP left. I call boo. I call haxers. Motherfucker. I'm in crossfire here. Why do I have a stop on me? My dad, or I have another reboot? What was that hand above me? Anybody know? Anybody got any clues? I'm pretty sure we like torched to this area. But I'm going to see if my body's left or something. Some old shit. I'm gonna do a blue pumpy, whatever. Oh, you know what? I really like this gun. Whoop. Might as well slide where I can. I think I'm going to dream that I'm going to make this one. But I can at least be a Newton's until I get sniped, I guess. We got 2 missions down. We're going to be here about 2 hours just like last time. Or take whatever my controller lasts. Okay, let's see. Reality is 2053-105-28 is one of the timelines of AVP that the Predator that came in the loop on chapter 2, yeah, came from. But notice that it is opposite. It is a completely different reality than the future, the timelines that both the um the movie timelines of the aliens. So it isn't the movie timelines of the AVP either. It's just a Predator timeline that is removed. We don't know if it's related to a different official timeline source. And it looks like we're unlocking her last outfit, which means we now have a new Blitz mission. Her Blitz missions. Wait, did I get it? Oh, we just got popcorn. There we got one more. Anything down here? Oh, we do. Bang. Blue bucket. Um, quest order quests. See what the map says. Got 6 kills on 2 maps, 11 kills on Oasis. But the more important, oh, and we're completely done with dailies now. So land at named locations and sliding, and then searching. That's going to be our name thing. And then we have eliminate, which is just one more kill. We're good with that. So named land, slide, and ammo boxes or chests. Anyway, into 0531005-28, Jones actually made a quick trip into that reality and passed through it, but notated that the Predator was able to follow him through two other realities, either through his sideways rifts or in his own tech. Eventually, the Predator from that reality would crash land onto Reality Zero's second island in the kind of Jurassic Park Vietnam era. 226 is Chapter Seven's current island. The 226 is the current reality we're in with the Big Sur Island, or the whatever you want to call it, island that looks like a mixture of Nevada and California. It's an alternate reality, Western U.S. themed. Fairly early in the chapter, known locals are all mostly movie stars and producers like Miles Cross. Last reality has invaded the island, but it's being fairly quiet. That's all we really know. We haven't got too far into 227, not much. Let's go to Quaco Town. Quaco Bell. I should make a restaurant called Quaco Bell. It'll be a ripoff of Taco Bell, but everything will be slathered in some really zesty guacamole. Or I could create a restaurant called White People Ruin Everything, just make the worst trash ever, slather everything in mayonnaise. Hey, I'm white, I can say that. I'm sure we make good stuff. I'm sure. I don't cook. Don't look at me. I don't make good stuff. It's just somewhere. We came up with something. I know it wasn't peanut butter. Um, Hamburgers are made by white people. They came from Germany. That might be our only call. I didn't realize the cat with me. I was like, that sounded like a fart. Not like my banana dog just went out, dude. Oh, I didn't see you. Darn. I'm sorry. What exactly is this a store for? Whoop. Oh, here. Could landing here twice actually count? No. Seconds, and then we gotta go. Get faster, lady. Yes, I'm sliding on my knees. Gotta suck for her. This is sand. Who's putting this there? Okay, scout the outs while doing this. What? Oh, what just happened? How did that happen? What's that noise? A noisy noise coming out of my throat. Holy cow. It's not like an old man who can't breathe. Okay, so that one's done. Let's see. While we sit here, what's the next? Chapter 30, reality 30276 is the Walking Dead TV show universe. All three Walking Dead characters are from this apocalypse. This would indicate, though, taking them away from the creating a divergence in their timeline, where the three main characters, especially Daryl and whatever the sheriff's guy name is, I really don't watch Walking Dead, um, were separated from their timeline before they died. I think Daryl over died, but I'm almost positive our sheriff died. I don't know. It can't be considered a spoiler because I don't watch the show. Reality 312 is reality of a world dominated by an ancient Rome-like society. It is a home to Minas, Sika, and Potassius Peels. In this society, Potassius Peels, aka a version of Peely, is the emperor. Jones not only visits this reality, but in Chapter 33, the reality tree transfers section of it to the third island. In Reality 0, the reality may be related to UN88 because both contain statues of Potassius Pills. That or both were visited by the same ancient Peely, or, different versions of the same Peely exist across different universes. That's all up to speculation until something's confirmed. I only killed one person this round. Jeez, sounds been lazy. Let's slide some more. We'll 6-7 focus and sliding. Let's not slide down there. Oop, I am really close to the edge there. This is blue. Yes. Is that the review warning? Yep. This house is a lot like the hero house. This doesn't help much, apparently. What's in here? Oh. Watch. Oh, with one bullet off that. Oh, that will. Okay, we got 3 people left. I've got ass for weapons, honestly. This is all going to be about luck. He's down there at least. Oh, well, okay. Ranger shotgun came to bite me back in the butt. What else we got here? 312. That's the wrong one we know about. So 32 is the God of War video game universe. The only God of War universe I'm aware of. That includes all the games. God of Kratos is from there and seems to have come either after the first or second game, as he's all bearded. I actually haven't seen the end of the second game. I'm assuming he survives. He's Kratos. 3258 is a Wild West, Earth-like Wild West themed world where the Wild West kind of rules everything. Location of original Butter Barn. Unclear if the Butter Barn in Reality Zero was ported onto the island or is rebuilt by Mancake. This is home of the sentient stack of pancakes. Cook and proprietor and gunslinger Mancake. Let's see what we got going. Oh, so that's why he's not out yet. It looks like they're doing a contest. December 13th, which is tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Ooh, 3 days from now. Okay. Now we unlock our blue dress. Go ahead and get that all set up. Pretty dress. Locker. Out of here. This is her second outfit. It's kind of like a jean sweater. This is the third outfit, which is just unlocked. Very sparkly dress. I want to say I don't think it's comfortable attaching beads to yourself like that. It also, it's like a lot of freaking work. This is the alternate. It's a silver. See my clothes and another alternate, which is the black. Uh, I wear include her. Let's go ahead and include her mask in this form. It fits. I wasn't aware the popcorn bucket was hers. Need to add that to the other one, but whatever. I think I'll leave everything else the same here. Yeah, they look good. Says I can unlock one, so the next one I want to unlock. Go ahead and do her. I'm assuming I have one down here to unlock as well. Oh, what's left of this? Name, land, name locations. Travel distance while sliding. That's it. That's all I have left. As far as that goes, then I just got the map mastery where I just gotta keep shooting people. Reality 3D-0T is reality of the Street Fighter games, specifically the 2D games, but anything that is directly related to that timeline. Crossover in Island 2 Season 5 when Jones visited into the game. In 2 Season 7, Cammy and Gal were recruited against the last reality. And in Island 3 Season 2, Sakura and Blanca slipped into Zero Reality. Reality 42 is a neo-cyberpunk classic Japan-themed reality, home of Condor, not related to our other Island 6 as far as we are aware. Reality 426 is an Aliens franchise movie reality. This is the one that Jones entered to bring Ripley and her cat through, and accidentally let through the xenomorph. Neither Xeno would slip through between these realities more recently in Island 6. 456 is the Hammer Fall reality location used in the FPS mode ballistic battles. The history of the location is unknown, but may have been one created by the Third Big Bang. The castle appears long abandoned. Reality 52 is the WC Arrowverse TV show reality, which includes Arrow, Flash, and some of the Supergirl, Superman series that are related. And all related shows. 6. Let's get out away from this stuff. Can I actually get the slides on here? Yeah. It's okay. 616 is a mainstream Universal Marvel, where the Marvel characters in-game travel from and back to. In Island 2's fourth season, Thor pulls many heroes and villains from this realm and the loop for assistance. And Tony would use 7 Tech to rift chunks of that reality into Reality Zero's second island. In 3 Season 1, the Daily Bugle is relocated from here to Reality Zero for unknown reasons alongside Spidey. During the Zero War, there's a lot of interactions between the two dimensions. Okay, far away. Let's, I guess, hit 90 Dam because there's nothing up here to actually hit. I think I forgot to put on reload. Oh well. I mean, randoms. There's a movie set here. That is good and hilarious. I beat her up with my trophy. I feel like some of these are actually bots. At least less accomplished if it's a bot. Okay. This looks like Italian areas away from island 4, 5, 5. No, 4, 5, 5. Ooh. Um, do we get down? I'm gonna aim for the water and hope it's deep enough. Let me in, let me in. Well, and there goes my battery. I guess it's the end. Hold your breath and count it in. We'll cross the realities after this match as fast as possible, just to finish off what we were talking about. Remember, if y'all are watching this afterwards, if y'all show up when I do stream these, just save a notice for me. Y'all, we can talk about whatever. I'll eventually run out of shit to talk about. Lady, move your tight little butt. Ugh. Nope. Heading away from that. Ooh. So I think it may be an entire thing of slurp. Oh. Disappointed by the lack of slurp. Whey protein. Okay, time to play Dallas. Wait, what? I decided on the worst, but I don't know exactly what's the initial. Actually, that would be worse. He's a bad person. He was a good person. Double kill. It looks like they took all the glass out of this place, by the way. Alright, I got this. I know it's coming. Look, I got a glider. Oh, no windows. Just illusion there was windows. What's hiding here? Where are we at? Oh, and in Island 5, the Magneto also comes from 616, by the way. So, let's see how long it takes for anybody knows I'm in here. We see they just have the dog floating there. They could have the dog hidden with me, and since they can see him, he should be poking his head out every 5 seconds. Well, that's a dumb place to sit, but let's see what happens. I am almost dead, and there's only two of us left. I don't know where he is. Darn. Good job. Got me. So that'll be our last play for the day. My controller's dead. But let's go ahead and go through the rest of the realities here that we have. Chapter 659 is apparently Paradigm's homeworld. We're not completely sure that she may have space travel capabilities, but we're pretty sure it's her homeworld. It is, however, the homeworld of the reality warrior she was once part of in a frigid, snowy world. A piece of it, like a mountainside with some of the reality world's warrior temples, was used to fuse with Island 4 within Reality Zero. It is claimed Snowheart, Frozen Fish Sticks, and Frozen Red Knight are from this reality, according to the Wikipedia. I don't know why they make this assumption, making them alternate counterparts from their OG forms and not infections or creations. Snowheart does have its own evil thing. I always thought that maybe these frozen things were like infections from the Ice King. This is saying they're from realities 659. I don't know how concrete that is, though. Nothing actually, from what I've read, points to these guys being from Reality 659, unless Fortnite stated it somewhere I can't see it. They should do that, though. They should attach and give us backstories to all characters. All characters. 783 Island 6 is the reality that holds Island 6, the Japanese feudal Neo themed reality we just left. Also, where Omega City was from, with parts of it fused into Island 4. OG home of Island 4's syndicates and the Fox and River clan, and origin of the Magic Masks. Reality is plagued by connections to demons. The spirit realm is an alternate dimension within 783. The Star Wars reality also holds a complete timeline crash within this reality, bringing the timelines of the prequel, New Hope, and sequels to one place in an effort to use the Death Star to destroy them all. 783 may have one of the largest lists of civilians in the entire list of game realities, bigger than most islands. Though many are stuck on Island 4, assuming Island 4 and Original Reality Zero still exist. 857A is a military war zone like reality that the Skyline 10 base of ballistic mode is within. It appears similar to styles in the 783 cities. Japanese kind of neo. 982 is a cell shaded reality, an anime like reality, and home of Lexa and her brother. Reality possibly dealing with space travel and is definitely cyberpunk and has to do with like cybernetic suits. 991 is the Terminator movie's reality, most notably the Timeline 3 in movie 2, after the second T800 and the T1000 have interfered with history. So, in case you missed my earlier timeline rants for Terminator a while ago, the first timeline in Terminator is no time travel, and no messing whatsoever. That's where Sarah meets some random guy, has John Connor, and then it goes into the apocalypse. The second timeline is when the T800 and Reese travel back into the past and change the time. The second timeline without the T800 and 1000 coming back would be a different timeline that moves into the future. When the T1000 and the good T800 came back, they created a third timeline. The third timeline is where 991 is from. You could argue that all timelines are part of 911. This is specifically that one. Um, yeah. This indicates the new Terminator branch Sean Connor. What this so they take both Sarah and T800 from where he's about to self-destruct in the lava, completely just melted off his skin. He's just a cybernetic skeleton at that point. This indicates at the end of the new Terminator branch is created where John Connor is left alone uh, after Terminator 2 and has to take care of himself, which would change both the um, beginning of the I don't know what number timeline off the top of my head that started the last movie and would change Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, where at least he was had his mom for a while before she died of cancer or whatever she died of. A fully disclosed and skinned T800 later slips into the Fortnite reality, but judging from the items he is wearing, he's either from the same 991 timeline as these two around Cyberdyne's destructions where he has bombs on him, or is from the timeline 4 in Terminator 3 after the new T800 and the TX messes with that time. MCP-82, which I do believe stands for Master Computer Program, is a reality within a computer within a reality. Reality exists within the digital world where our programs are sentient humanoids. Several of these programs including Ares, were released onto the island. This, of course, is within the Tron universe. NF1935 is one of the 3 plus DC universes that actually interact with the NF Islands, and the one most DC characters come from. Batman from the Zero Point comics is from here. It's where the Foundation ends up, and more recently, Robin traveled from it to help train the heroes. UN0C2R is an alternate reality of Zero, and thus all creation. And in this reality, on Island 2, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, and Ice Spice ruled the islands. It is likely the Zero Point in this alternate reality still exists and may have a different future than ours, since the whole Midas event doesn't even take place. UN0C40G, or OG, I should say, is another alternate reality of Zero during the Chapter 1, which deviates from the original timeline thanks to time travel by North, by whatever his name is, Thorn, and Jones, and Thorn the Vampire. So this is the one when Jones goes back in time out of reality Zero. This is the reality he slips into, UN0C40G. It is presumed that this reality was obliterated by the third Big Bang and destruction of the Zero Point, leaving OG Reality Zero and Petrified Zero Point likely intact from where they came. UN0 OG is the third alternate reality to the Zero. This is OG Fortnite, which is currently uncontactable and should come in back tomorrow. It is following a very similar timeline to Reality Zero with slight variances such as the red sideways rift, red butterfly, and a different visitor, the red cube. A different visitor and a red cube. UN-119 is a Star Wars cinematic universe. Now, the wiki actually divides the two Star Wars universes. According to wiki, UN-119 is where the Empire invaded from during MS2 and is unrelated to the rest of the time that the Empire has come in. I don't know where they got that information. There's nothing that says the Empire that invaded during MS2 was a different empire than has been on the island before. In fact, in my opinion, it would make sense if it's all the same universe because that would indicate that um, the three timelines from that one universe timed up together and um, created the crash. However, one could say UN-119 is a deviation because at the end of MS1, sorry, not MS1, 2, MS1, we do destroy the Death Star, which would completely deviate that Star Wars forward. So what UN-119 is possibly a deviation from the one where we don't destroy the Death Star and time moves forward normally. So that's what I'm thinking in UN-119 is. Now they do say that they mistakenly say that Darth Jar Jar is from UN-119, which is incorrect unless UN-119 is specifically the Lego timeline. We screwed up the Lego timeline by destroying this Star Destroyer. Sorry, Death Star, because the Darth Jar Jar is originally from the Lego Star Wars universe. UN-149 is the fusion of Springfield reality and Island 6, creating a Springfield Island. In this reality, which is separate from the original Springfield and separate from Island 6, Springfield has always been an island, and Death was always replaced by Slurp as an alcoholic drink, which we confirmed at the beginning of 7 is an alcoholic drink because they wake up with a hangover. It is unclear if 149 is undone by Reality Wave on 783 or if it still exists. I'd like to think it still exists. UN-150 is a black and white colors reality we see for a very short time. May indicate a non-white sun that only allows black and white to exist. That'd be only the white color to exist technically. While little we see of this place is a detective agency, but Jacob Thorne, or whatever his name is being investigated as his picture is on the desk, indicating this world has an alternate reality of Thorne, or Thorne has been here, able to trip between realities, possibly. We did find out that Thorne's time machine also kind of used rifts to travel through time, sort of like we use rifts to travel through realities. That's why we shifted into an alternate reality when we travel time. It's the whole anchor theory I have. There's two ways to time travel. You have an anchor time travel, sort of like what they did in Avengers, where you have a portal you go through and come back through, and then your reality is unchanged no matter what you do in the past, but you're just getting a new reality with the items you did in the past. Or you have the unanchored time travel, sort of like using the TARDIS in Doctor Who, where what you're kind of inside at all time. There's no portal back to your reality. So any changes you do in the past is your future reality, such as the Doctor accidentally changing gravity to mavity. Ryu in 151 is another one that was introduced. We only saw a basketball court, and for some reason, everybody was turned into Playboy Cardi. Maybe it's reality where only Playboy Cardi exists. You in 152, we see a little of this one as well. Mostly we see Miku in concert. Miku is much taller than normal here, too. This appears to be within the season 7 battle stage, so maybe part of the festive universe, but this is unclear. UN-16 is an alternate Star Wars universe from the other one. If my theory holds, this parallel to 119 is the canon Star Wars universe movies where they go from beginning to sequels without us interfering too much. And maybe the ones that came in, maybe both were the same reality, up until this last one. In one reality, they didn't come and reinvade the island with all three timelines. In one, they did, and we destroyed the Death Star. That split it. UN-17 is a reality with giant creatures and possibly space travel. It's a home to Reese and Captain now. I say possibly space travel because there's some reference to light speed, as well as Reese is obviously a play off the Star Wars character with the actress that got fired because she's the transphobe. UN2 is reality where Norse. That was from Mandalorian, by the way. UN2 is reality where Norse-like cultures rule. During the sideways rift instability, an entire Nordic town is rifted from it to the top of a mountain. The Nordic culture is a heavily warlike and conquers a section of Island 1. Ragnarok is from UN2 and contains a mask from 783, indicating some kind of crossover between the two realities. We don't know if he got his mask within Zero or if he has mask prior. UN20 is a mysterious deserted wasteland that we glimpse through the Zero portal caused by a ribbon effect of unstable zero point on Island 2. Within this reality was a stabilized zero point being worshipped, indicating a possible new alternate reality zero. We never ever go to it or know what happens there. UN-63 is a medieval world and the home of Gino and his Oathbound. Part of this world is fused to Island 4 and brought with it Gino's zero copy. It is believed the rich kinetic ore mines also come from 6-3. It is unclear if this is where other kinetic ore, last realities and sevens, come from, or if kinetic ore is spread thoroughly throughout the universe and Earth just wasn't one of them. UN-74 is a tropical ancient world inhabited by a long since gone ancient humans once contact with Autobots. The ruins of this world were fused to the innards of Island 4 until the collapse refilled it. Like 64, kinetic ore was naturally found on this world, allowing tech advance. The location had predicted the cyclical return of Kato Thorn. Thus, using this world to Island 4 likely brought Thorn to Island 4. We know that the population left, likely in spacecrafts, but not what happened to them. Now, there is some thought that UN-74 might actually be from Reality Zero, part of the second island, because Io's last leader, Dr. Sloan, wakes up there in her crushed tank after she's beaten through the ground in Reality Zero. So if not, then we don't know how she got there, because the island in Reality Zero was obliterated. And how the heck did she get into the new island in a different reality section? UN-89 is the Lego reality. Oh my goodness, what just happened? I lost my spot. UN-89 is a Lego reality, often has reality happenings that are parallel to the main story. UN-86 is one of the raceway locations involved in desert biomes and volcanoes. UN-87 is a festive reality that includes main stage, jam stage, backstage, and battle stage islands. UN-88 is Island 5's world, originally a European-Italian themed map, ruled by a corrupt society, the Pantheon, or gods of Greece, take interest and move Olympus and Hades there. The island was left by the entire population, according to the storyline, when they slipped into the alternate second island by a malfunctioning rift beacon. That means we left UN-88 alone. So I don't know if anybody's there or it was just abandoned, but it's still there. UN-88 is notably Hope's home. Some theorize that Midas may also be from here, as there's a lot of similarities between Midas's group and the original group. UNBL1T7 is the reality of all Blitz Islands. This reality is incredibly unstable. This how thus all the gold rifts in the sky. This instability causes the island to change constantly, often incorporating places from other realities, including Hawkins. And lastly, the Sideways is a purple environment of the last reality, seen within the Sideways domes within Chapter 2, usually filled with cubies. Now, there are several realities that they did not have listed there. For example, what reality is the world? We don't know. It doesn't even mention it. Nope, nothing. Nothing about Save the World. Interesting. Now, there was one more thing I'd like to talk about before we lose all control here. The idea that the 0 points loops effect still exists, not the brainwashing. But if you go to any island we've been to, the Blitz, the Reloads, Island 4, 5, and 6, which should have been outside the loops of control, 5 and 6 and 7, which all should have been outside reality 0, all have remaining loop effects. The 15-minute reset or whatever minute reset, the storms, the FinderTech save machines. So the question is why? And I believe the reason is the 0 point copied all those effects to help protect itself. The storm became kind of a barrier to keep people out. The resets allowed people to continue to fight, to leave it alone. And yeah. So when Jonesy broke the 0 point into shards different places and created different islands, he just kind of copy pasted the islands effects to different islands and different areas. Some of these areas might be full on islands, some of these areas might be just sections of the world. And that's about it. So that's been about 2 hours now. Yep, just under 2 hours. And I don't have any plans to do any more streaming this week. I have a thing to get to tomorrow, an interview, so wish me luck. Um, we may stream next week, depending on if I have a job, time frames allow, yada yada. Within a day, we'll have OG back, and we should also be getting our next weeklies and maybe some storyline. I'll try to save all that for that. Oh, one more thing we forgot. We saw a second shard of the 0 point. There could be thousands of shards of 0 points. In the trailer for this guy, Courage, it showed him in reality. Oh, what was the reality? This is a new reality we don't know much of. 52213. I didn't even mention that reality. In this reality, appeared to have Nikki 30 and a few skins. In this reality, there was a 0 point shard just sitting on the ground with blue crystals around it. The 0 point shard looked extremely damaged and was glowing kind of a static light blue. When Courage punched it, it shattered away too easily. And then he gained a what do you call it? A armor, which means the armor may be part of the 0 point. Like the shard is now his armor. Could indicate that. Who knows? Anyway, thank y'all for your time. It was fun hanging out with y'all. Remember, y'all hanging out with the Fortnite chills or just whenever we can talk. I only have a few rules. A, no MAGA. No pro conservative stuff. No anti queer. No pro racism. I will ban you from the chat. Otherwise, we can chat about whatever. Roller coasters, movies, video games, and whatever. Peace and out, guys.